Life's a bit weird at the moment, so we thought that we should probably sit down and give you guys a bit of an update, because there's probably some gaps that you want filled in.
Yeah, there's going to be some confusing times with the next lot of videos and stuff as well that comes out, so we're probably overdue for an update.
From midnight, all of New Zealand will be on lockdown as the country moves to alert level 4 to stop the spread of COVID-19.
So firstly, we just wanted to make sure that you guys are all okay, that you're all safe. We hope you're all safe and healthy, and families are okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things that everybody is affected in one way or another, and we don't want this video to be about like, well, we had to do this and we're so sad or whatever.
There's so much going on at the moment. This is literally just an update video. It's not a...
It's for context, and so a couple of maybe interesting stories about what could have been. But yeah, we do hope that you're well, and as you would have seen in the intro there, New Zealand is on full lockdown, and we are in New Zealand, which maybe some people didn't actually realise.
Yeah, if you don't follow us on Instagram, you probably don't know. We flew into New Zealand in November of last year.
The plan was to stay home for Christmas, and then we would take some trips to various different places.
So we did a North Island road trip, actually, and we did a South Island road trip, both in New Zealand. So if you haven't seen those, Dane will link them somewhere.
I never know which side of the screen it is. So yeah, you've probably seen those, hopefully seen those, because we're really proud of New Zealand. So we are also really lucky that we are in New Zealand during this time. But as of, today, as of this video going out, New Zealand is on full lockdown for 4 weeks.
Which we personally think is a really good thing, so that we can flatten the curve and all that good stuff. But basically that means that we're just going to be staying in our little bubble. We're staying at my parents' place at the moment. We're so lucky that we've got amazing families that are taking good care of us.
We definitely are. So just kind of pump the brakes a little bit and go back. You might have seen that we used to do 3 videos a week. Over the Christmas period, we kind of slowed down to 2-ish, and then we ended up slowing down to only 1. We wish we could share more, but we were kind of, to begin with, just enjoying time with friends and family, and just kind of a quieter time of year, so it was a chance for us to kind of immerse back into some New Zealand culture.
Relax a bit.
So we slowed things down, and then things, you kind of feel that they were getting a bit dicey, like maybe there was something big coming after the first case was announced in China. So again, we just kept things at 1, which is not good for views and stuff, and I'm sorry we can't share more, but it just kind of was like a good balance that would give us the chance to have life and just see what was going on, and I think it was a smart thing.
It was definitely the right thing. So yeah, we did our New Zealand trips, and then we went to Rarotonga.
So that is in the Cook Islands, which I'm kind of actually hoping that a lot of, like, you might not actually have ever heard of the Cook Islands before, which is really, really cool. We actually took this trip, was it almost 2 months ago now? Like, I've kind of lost track of time.
Yeah,
before all of this kicked off.
Before the madness.
Before the virus had kind of spread, before any isolations or
travel bans.
Any travel bans or any like unfortunate deaths or anything had happened. We kind of took this trip then, and have been sitting on the content. Yeah,
and we had no idea at the time that would be our last international trip for, indefinitely.
Yeah, basically. We have no idea what that means. Yeah. So what that means is that we will be releasing those videos. They're kind of mostly edited now, but just sort of 1 a week. And what we think we'll probably end up doing is kind of mixing that up with a little bit of isolation vlogs. I mean, I don't know.
We're gonna weekly vlog what it's like to be in lockdown. Yeah. Which will either be really interesting or really boring. We'll film 1 and see how it goes.
It might be incredibly boring. We think it's probably a chance, we film a lot of travel stuff, obviously. But often when we're doing that, when we're going out and doing these massive excursions or these day trips, or things become very much I don't know if we can really get across as much of our personalities in those videos. Does that kind of make sense? The topic or the subject or the day is always much bigger than us.
Yeah, well, if we do these, when we do these isolation vlogs, literally everything is just going to be stripped out, and it's just going to be us. So
yeah, a lot more raw. Maybe less old
glam. School, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, it's kind of for us, we both go, ugh, because
Yeah.
I think it's because we're not, just to share this, is that we're not really like...
We don't like it when things are about us.
Yeah, it's weird that we have this YouTube channel in the first place, because we don't really, I mean, somebody called us a narcissist recently, saying that we're self-obsessed and everything, and like some of you guys have met us in person, and I'd like to think that you know that we are totally not. But that's why whenever we do a trip or something, we obviously share our personality a little bit, because it's kind of important for you guys to watch along and feel like you're traveling with us, which is what we want.
But it's mostly about adding value as well. Like,
yeah.
It's so if you guys take a trip and you go there, that you have all the information that you need, instead of just, watching us on our travels.
Yeah, I think there's this really fine line.
Anyway, we're like rambling. Okay.
What else we're going to say? We've got it all on Big TV. We should talk about what our travel plans were.
Oh yeah, that's a story.
So we were going to visit China.
Yeah.
Let that sink in for a second.
We had this whole thing planned out. So we were going to go to China for the Formula One.
We actually went to the Formula One in Mexico City when we were there, but because we couldn't, you weren't allowed to take cameras in, we weren't able to film anything for the vlogs and stuff, but honestly, we both absolutely loved it.
We were supposed to go to China, and then we were going to go to Vietnam, and then we were going to go to Japan.
Japan was the big one that we kind of floated that in the North Island series.
Yeah.
And so many people were as excited. No one near as excited as us.
We were really excited. And we had some jobs like sprinkled in there. But obviously when the whole coronavirus thing came out and Wuhan was the epicenter, we were thinking, okay, well maybe we shouldn't go to China.
Yeah.
And then we thought, okay, well maybe, just maybe we could go to the Formula One in Vietnam, because no one had any idea at that point how big this thing was going to get. No one knew like how contagious, whatever. And so we were like, okay, let's go to Vietnam. Oh, no, Vietnam's not happening now. And then it just kind of exploded.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, Japan's not happening.
Well, we were still hoping we would get to Japan for cherry blossoms, but yeah, everything exploded. And then everything behind that obviously crumbled, the UK trips, Europe, these other plans that we had, which is all really cool stuff. But I mean, our story is no different to other people that are going through refund policies and all sorts of stuff at the moment. It's a really terrible time, but it's funny to think
we would rather stay at home and do our little part to like stop the spread than we can go to Japan, we can go to China, we can go, like when all this is over, we can do all that. So it's fine. Will. But yeah, we were just like cracking up the other day, because it's like we literally chose probably the worst places possible.
But we were also we also feel really, really fortunate that our timing had us in New Zealand. I mean, you've seen some of the places that we've travelled to that have poor internet or poor health systems or difficulty with travel, with getting in. There's been a couple of places we've been to that you had to like take trains for hours to get anywhere near major airports. Things could have turned out very differently. So we're really, really fortunate that we're home in New Zealand. So with the videos that we've got filmed, we've got 4 from Rarotonga, which are all really varied, and there's some really cool stuff in there as well. I'm genuinely so excited to see what the feedback is on this place.
And it was so long ago, I can't wait to watch them myself. I know. Because I don't remember.
So I think we'll do one Rarotonga video, then the following week like an ISO update, and then the next one, so we'll kind of like rotate back and forth, so you get a little bit of
reality mixed with some like, I don't know, escapism.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get some hate comments coming through from people that either A, think we're traveling now, or B, think it's insensitive to be sharing stuff. But
can I just say, like, everyone has got their own shit going on, us included, so leave your negative comments. You can go away, pop yourself back in isolation and leave our comment section alone, because I am not going to have a bar of it.
I don't think the negative people will be 8 or 9 minutes into the video of us.
Yeah, true, they've already left their comment.
They left. This is a safe space. Hey friends, welcome. We like you guys the most because you're still here.
You're our favourite.
I kind of completely lost my train of thought.
What's happening? We're doing the Raro, then we're doing the isolation, and I guess we wanted to end this on a positive note as well. And the silver lining in all of this for us is that we have been craving routine and just like stillness, which we haven't had for over 3 years now. And I guess if we're trying to put a positive spin on things, this is a really good time to be able to appreciate that.
Yeah, I completely agree. We've got the chance to, so what we're going to do is we'll go more into it in the other videos, but come up with quite a specific daily routine and actually stick to it. And we honestly have not done that, because the behind the scenes of the travel that we do is charging equipment, preparing for the next place, planning for this, moving for that, editing,
everything,
on the move, new supermarket, where do we go, like what's the public transport. It's absolutely non-stop and kind of like chaotic, I suppose. I don't know, this is kind of almost peaceful.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably about it. This is, I imagine, being quite a raw, open, free-flowing video compared to our normal. That would be kind of cut and a little bit sexier.
Just put it up. Oh my god. What? Okay, we gotta go.